what is, in your mind, the biggest storyline entering the 2023 season for the NFL?
Oh, man, the biggest storyline entering the 2023 season, I think it's got to be the Jets, right? I mean, I hate to say that because I know this entire summer, if you're not a Jets fan, you're probably really sick of hearing about the Jets. And I work at a network where we talk about the Jets a lot. I understand that. There's been Jets. I mean, there are hard knocks. Some people might call it Jets propaganda out there right now, but it is the best or the most interesting story in football, Rich, to me, because it feels like the variance for the potential for variance is so high. I mean, this is a team that either could be a legitimate Super Bowl contender, or it could go completely off the rails given how difficult the start of their schedule is.
Well, I mean, the start of their schedule, and it's Rodgers' health, because if the whole point of this was to make sure a team that had matured faster than expected had the steady hand at quarterback that's required in order to win games with a defense that does appear to be championship ready and a bunch of young players that appear to be big-time playmakers, from Garrett Wilson to hopefully Breece Hall being healthy. And that's the question. It's Rodgers' health, and as long as he stays healthy, the first 6 games of the season will tell the tale. That's for sure.
I think sort of lost in all of this, I mean, it's unclear at the moment how much Rodgers will bounce back from what we saw last year. Which was not only a down year for him, but he was statistically one of the bottom 10 quarterbacks in the NFL by most metrics. And I think you can pin that on a lot of things, wide receivers, injuries, his injuries. But for him to come back this season and get anywhere close to how he's playing in 2020, 2021, there are very few examples in NFL history of quarterbacks at that age playing well, which is to say pushing 40 or after 40. You know, Tom Brady is the exception, obviously, but when you look at quarterbacks like Drew Brees, for example, near the end of his career, Peyton Manning, they tend to hit a cliff at a certain point with age. So I think, you know, there's a lot of questions about Aaron Rodgers, and one of which is, of course, and this is to your point about the defense, he doesn't have to be great for this team to be good. And I think that it sets a bit of a floor, perhaps, for his potential.
And obviously you'll be talking quite a bit about it. The first Monday night of the season on the Worldwide Leader and the family of networks is Bills and Jets. So how do you think the Bills are going to fare this year? I chose them to still win this division. It's theirs to win or lose. Your thoughts on that, Mina?
I agree with you. I weirdly feel like they're being underrated, which they're probably division favorites, so I don't want to play that game and like straw man it, but it does feel to me or seem that there's some boredom with the Bills, perhaps fatigue after they came into the season as not just division favorites, but Super Bowl favorites or contenders and flamed out. But when I look at this roster, when I look at both the offense and the defense, it's still extremely stacked. The absence of Von Miller the first 3 weeks does concern me because I thought that pass rush, especially the 4-man rush, really dropped off without him in the second half of the season. But I don't have any reason to doubt that Josh Allen and this offense can pick up right where they left off, even when he was hurt at the end of last year.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.